Burn Peak, undeniably the biggest mountain bike channel on YouTube, recently came out with a video titled "Why I Don't Make Mountain Bike Videos Anymore." In the video, he outlines a few reasons why he doesn't make mountain bike videos about specific trail systems anymore. He made a lot of good points, and I definitely suggest you check it out after this video. But one particular aspect of his video really stuck out to me, and that's what I want to talk about in this video. Let's watch the clip.
So that sandwich shop we went to, they've been getting a ton of business since Burn Park opened, in part because lots of people shout out Burn Park and everybody knows where it is, and that's by design. They want us to shout out Burn Park, they want us to shout out Chestnut Mountain, but not all trail systems are like that. You go and ride some trail that volunteers are taking care of, a whole bunch of people on YouTube are gonna go and visit it for themselves, and then you're creating more work on a trail system that might not have the resources to handle the traffic. Sometimes I might ride a trail and the video might go viral. And then a trail system that might be managed under limited resources is gonna have to deal with it. And then I'm the one who gets the benefit because I did a video on it. I try not to do that anymore.
So essentially what Seth is saying here is that some trail systems benefit from YouTubers making videos about them because it leads to positive outcomes like donations, volunteers, and tourism, which can help a trail system and a community thrive. However, for some trail systems, high levels of exposure can actually be a bad thing. Unfortunately for YouTubers making content about these trails, telling the difference isn't always simple. In this video, I want to talk about a few reasons why some trail systems might discourage YouTubers from making videos and others might actually encourage it. I also want to look at this topic from the perspective of each group, that being trail systems that encourage it, trail systems that discourage it, and the perspective of YouTubers as well. A big reason some trail systems might discourage posting content about the trail system is because it's creating more work for a trail system that might not have the resources to handle the traffic. This is a big reason some trail systems will discourage YouTubers from posting content about the trails online. A similar phenomenon happens in the world of street skating and BMX. Locals don't want videos blowing up their spot because it can lead the spot to becoming overpopulated or even getting shut down. Not everyone treats a spot with the same level of care as the locals do who look after it, so it's understandable why they might want to keep it a secret. In 2019, Kingdom Trails, a massively popular mountain bike destination in northeastern Vermont, broke the news that 4 landowners, all situated at the heart of the system and home to some of the most established and beloved trails, had revoked access to mountain bikers. Not hikers or skiers, just mountain bikers. While landowners remained silent about the reasons for closing the trails to cyclists, it seemed clear that the exploding popularity of Kingdom Trails, which attracts over 100,000 mostly out-of-town visitors each year, paired with some undesirable behavior from some of these riders, was a primary factor in their decision. The communication and program manager at Kingdom Trail Association, or KTA, had this to say. While there was no specific reason given, landowners have complete control over their property and provide access to KTA purely out of generosity with a non-binding agreement. Many people felt that KTA was not being forthright and wanted more information. However, there were also many riders that thanked the landowners for their generosity in allowing KTA to access the property for so long, over 25 years. Change is hard for many people, but on top of the idea of change, it became clear that many riders felt entitled to trail access. It really brought to light the responsibility that KTA has to more effectively convey that riding these trails is not a right, but instead a privilege. Even a seemingly well-established trail system like Kingdom Trails can lose land access because of overpopulation and unwelcomed behavior. I'm not saying YouTubers were to blame for all this by any stretch of the imagination, but it does show the fragile balance between landowners and mountain bikers. It's also very common for trail systems that build on public land to have illegal, unsanctioned trails. Posting unsanctioned trails online can lead to even more headaches for a trail association because if the landowner sees the video, they might blame the trail association, which could lead to losing the privilege to build mountain bike trails on their land. The potential for problems is even worse with underfunded trail systems because they may have poor signage, so it may not be as obvious which trails are legal and which trails are illegal. This leads to YouTubers posting the trail without even realizing that what they're posting could be getting somebody in trouble. Even if their intentions are good, there can be unintended consequences for posting footage on YouTube or other social media sites. The good news is we don't have to completely stop posting videos on YouTube, we just have to do it ethically. As a mountain bike YouTuber myself who has made countless videos documenting trail systems, I can speak from experience that when YouTubers post a trail that maybe they shouldn't have, it's because they just don't know any better. It's not always clear what trails we should share online and which trails we shouldn't. Learning from my own experience, I've come up with a few ways to know. The simplest thing to do is go on Facebook or Instagram and see if the Mountain Bike Association or trail system has a page where they're encouraging promotion of the trails. Are they reposting people's content in an effort to reach a larger audience? Does it seem like the association in charge of the trail wants people to know about it? If you're not sure, just direct message them and tell them your intentions. Asking shows respect for their hard work and can even lead to route suggestions or them inviting you to join on a group ride, which could be even better for your video. There's no mountain bike YouTuber code of ethics, so it's hard to know this stuff when you're just starting out. We made our fair share of mistakes with this, and over time, we started only making videos about trail systems that welcomed us with open arms. Creating videos showcasing where people can ride is a super important part of mountain bike culture. As YouTubers, we just have to make sure we do it in a way that benefits everyone. Our first ever video on this channel was a video about a specific trail system, and since then we've made a lot of these types of videos. They aren't the only thing that we do on this channel, but they've received a lot of appreciation from you guys over the years, so we know firsthand that they provide value. Recently we got invited to film one of these videos for a new bike park opening in Phoenixville. This was the first time that somebody from a mountain bike association directly asked us to showcase something they built. It was beneficial to share the exciting news of the park because it could lead to more support for the association, more support for the trail builders, more tourism for Phoenixville, which stimulates the economy, and of course more people riding bikes. It can take a lot of time for a mountain bike association or trail system to get to the point where local businesses and local government sees the potential of building a new skills park, bike park, or trail system. That's why it's super important for you to support them in any way that you can. Whether that's volunteering time for trail work, donations, or just supporting your local bike shop. We always provide links in our videos to donate and support those who build and maintain the trails that we ride, and we're always sure to say thank you. It's super important to us that our videos have a positive impact on the places we ride. What I hope to achieve with this video is to bring awareness to the problem. I want to relieve some of the stress that mountain bike associations face, and I want to help YouTubers create content that makes a positive impact. I made this video because this is an issue that is boiling up behind the scenes and nobody is talking about it online. Share this to help me spread awareness of the problem so that we can all move towards the same goal, which is obviously more and better trails for everyone. I think YouTubers are an essential part of the modern mountain bike community and we need to harness their powers for good. Let me know your thoughts on this in the comments. I'm Nick and you're watching Nick and Katie. If you haven't done so already, hit the subscribe button. It really means a lot to us and it really helps out our channel. This video is dedicated to all the volunteers who work hard to provide their communities with great places to ride. Thank you.